by Brahma. It means not just given to me by Brahma, but given to me by the acharyas which belong to what was called the Brahma Mata. You see, most of our texts, in fact all of our texts or all of our shastras, they are not the works of one single person or a single period. Tradition has always accepted it, tradition has always known it. Traditional scholars constantly talk about it. It's only the Western scholars who have a problem, because in the West, usually there is a single writer of a text. So Solon gave the laws to the Greeks, one single, the history was written by Thucydides. So there's a single author. Cultures which come from single author paradigm, they find it very difficult to accept Indian texts which are not single author texts, but which belong to a tradition or a parampara, and which very often take different kinds of views and compile them together to make a new work. You know, these are civilizational differences which are very, very crucial. You know, something very disturbing is going on right now. United States is bringing in a new law about copyright on the internet, and our honorable minister is also trying to bring in something regarding the internet. All this comes from the mentality of copyright, that one person produces something, publishes it, and has the right now to make money out of it. So you do this to seeds, you do this to books, you do this to ideas. There are people now who are copywriting some kind of a yoga in America, and then they are suing others not to perform that. Now, this is a totally non-Indian approach. The approach that we have practiced for a long, long time is to share it. You may say, yes, this was said by so-and-so, and you include it. If you read the great commentary of Abhinav Gupta on this, Abhinav Bharati, on this text, he is quoting so many sources, he is taking so many views, and wherever he cannot pinpoint an author, he says, and it has been said, uktam cha. In the Sanskrit tradition, very often the word is used, it has been said. And there are hundreds of verses which come under this tradition. You know, like this famous verse you hear a lot these days, udahritam tu vasudhaiva kutumbakam. We don't know who is the author, the verse is found in many places. So, the concept of a single author having a stamp on that idea has not existed. And if you spend some time on studying modern technology, and my teacher back in 1971, the famous media expert Marshall McLuhan, he used to say copyright is dead because modern technology does not allow preservation of copyright. Copyright came into existence with the printing press, and he was right. Shakespeare had no copyright. People used to listen to his plays, copy it, and then perform it. So, in the Indian tradition, exclusivity is not practiced, inclusivity of works is practiced, and therefore there was one particular way of looking on performance, and that was called the Brahma Mata. And so when the second line says, Yat brahmanaa udahritam, it means not just by Brahma, the Devata with 4 or 5 heads, but the acharyas of the Brahma Mata also. We'll talk about it later. I'll give you some other references. Now, this is the first verse of the Natya Shastra.